Good afternoon, everyone. Kelsey Campbell and Brian Dunn here at the WIT for this week's Wildcat Hockey Preview as the Wildcats prepare for one of the biggest weekends of the year, looking to take on their rivals, the University of Maine Black Bears, this weekend. Coming off of a 5-4 victory against Bentley last weekend, the Wildcats are feeling pretty good offensively and are putting their main focus into tightening up that defensive zone. Brian, can you give us some insight on that?
Well, obviously, offensively, they're right where they want to be. You know, Andy Podorowski was named Hockey's Player of the Month, so his line mates and himself, more importantly, attributes to that offensive success. And defensively, I think unfortunately, the injuries that they suffered over the past couple of weeks are kind of taking its toll. Adam Clark's been out for a while with a shoulder injury. Dylan Mahler's been out with an injury. Matthias Cleland's carrying a lot of the weight there on the back end. So I think injuries are kind of getting to them down the road, but you know, that's something that comes with time down the line. They're going to get better defensively. They're going to get tighter on the defensive zone. On the penalty kill, they're not that bad, so that's a bright spot defensively, but I think with a weekend like Maine coming up, they'll find a way to tighten up.
Let's send it down to Coach Umili and the players to hear their thoughts on the rivalry weekend ahead.
The bottom line is UNH is coming up there Friday. They've, won 4 in a row? Is that right?
Yeah.
So they're feeling pretty good. Probably anxious to get us up there.
Yeah, obviously for us, every game's worth 2 points, but these are pretty special, and going there is crazy, and then playing in front of our crowd's awesome, so this is definitely circled on our calendars, and we're excited.
I mean, they're always big. It's kind of something you look forward to during the year, obviously. It's pretty crazy at either rink when we play each other, so it's pretty unbelievable, to be honest.
We heard from the players what it's like to play in a rivalry game such as Maine, but Brian, as a spectator, what can the fans expect as far as the atmosphere at the WIT at this Saturday's game?
I've been to a lot of hockey games, and really in every hockey game there's a certain vibe that the fans bring, but this weekend, this game in particular, is the atmosphere is second to none. Everybody is dressed in white. There's not an empty seat in the house, and because the fans bring it, the players do too. It's one of the most physical, exciting, action-packed weekends of the year. It's one of the best rivalries Hockey East has to offer. So if this is your first time going to a whiteout game, I promise you're in for a treat.
Be sure to support your Wildcats as they head out on Friday for the first game of this weekend series, this Friday at 7 p.m. against Maine at Maine, and come back on Saturday for the annual White at the WIT game, so be sure to be here wearing white this Saturday at 7 p.m. For Brian Dunn, I'm Kelsey Campbell, and we're UNH Wildcat Productions.